In 1814, the physicist Pierre-Simon Laplace proposed a chilling thought experiment. He envisioned an intellect, a demon, that could know the precise location and momentum of every particle in the universe. For such a being, Laplace argued, nothing would be uncertain, and the future, just like the past, would be present to its eyes. This is the core of classical determinism, a universe wound up like a clock, its entire future trajectory already written into the initial conditions of the Big Bang. Yet, quantum mechanics shattered this clockwork cosmos. The Heisenberg uncertainty principle, confirmed in countless experiments since the 1920s, established that we can never simultaneously know a particle's exact position and momentum. The very act of measurement introduces a fundamental fuzziness. The universe, it seems, holds its cards close. But what if this isn't just a limit on our knowledge? What if it's a symptom of a far deeper, more active process? What if the universe isn't just hiding its future, but actively, violently, and perpetually edit? This is the radical premise of cosmic amnesia, a theoretical forbidden law suggesting that information about the future is fundamentally unstable, doomed to decay before it can ever solidify into destiny. To grasp this, we must first understand information not as an abstract concept, but as a physical property, as real as mass or energy. The Bekenstein bound, a principle derived from black hole thermodynamics, posits that any finite region of space has a maximum amount of information it can contain. This isn't a technological limit, it's a hard physical ceiling. Now, consider the information required to define a future state. It would need to account for every quantum fluctuation, every particle interaction, every gravitational wave rippling across space-time. According to the theory of cosmic amnesia, the information density required to fully encode a deterministic future state would violate this fundamental bound. The universe simply lacks the storage capacity. Instead of a complete high-fidelity blueprint of tomorrow, the cosmos might only hold a quantum superposition of potential futures, a blurry probabilistic fog. The forbidden law of cosmic amnesia would be the mechanism that ensures this fog never resolves into a clear picture until the absolute last moment, the present. It's a cosmic-scale process of enforced decoherence, not just for small quantum systems, but for the timeline of reality itself. The evidence for such a process is, by its nature, indirect and written in the language of paradoxes. Look at the black hole information paradox, a puzzle that has haunted physics since Stephen Hawking's 1974 calculations. Hawking showed that black holes radiate, and, over immense timescales, they evaporate completely. But his math suggested the information about what fell into the black hole is lost forever, violating a core tenet of quantum mechanics that information can never be truly destroyed. Physicists like Leonard Susskind proposed the holographic principle, suggesting the information is smeared across the event horizon. But cosmic amnesia offers a different, more unsettling solution. What if the information isn't perfectly preserved because the universe's default state is one of information for any state that is not the past or the immediate present? The black hole isn't an anomaly, it's an accelerator. It's a place where the universe's natural tendency to forget its future is amplified to an extreme degree. The event horizon becomes the ultimate memory wipe, a firewall not against entry, but against destiny. This framework also reframes the arrow of time. We perceive time moving forward because we are moving from a state of recorded, high-fidelity information into a state of unwritten, low-fidelity potential. The relentless march of entropy, the universe's slide into disorder, could be the thermodynamic shadow of this deeper informational process. The universe isn't just becoming messier, it's actively shedding the informational burden of a predetermined path. It's choosing chaos over calculation. This shifts our entire cosmic perspective. The universe is no longer a grand unfolding computation executing a pre-written code. It is an improvisational artist making it up as it goes along. Every quantum leap, every star that collapses, every galaxy that forms is not an inevitability, but a spontaneous act of creation in a cosmos that refuses to be bound by its own future. This law would be forbidden in the classical sense because it breaks the most sacred rule of Laplacian physics, that the present contains all the information needed to define the future. Cosmic amnesia posits the opposite. The present is the moment where the future is actively being forgotten, erased to make way for the actual. We are living not in a clockwork machine, but on the bleeding edge of a wave of cosmic forgetfulness. If this is true, it forces us to ask an even more profound question. What does this constant erasure of the future mean for the very structure of reality, for causality, and for our own existence within it? From the paradox of a universe that cannot store its own destiny, emerges a cascade of staggering consequences. If cosmic amnesia is the governing dynamic, it doesn't just tweak our equations, it rewrites the fundamental logic of existence. Consider causality, the principle that cause must always precede effect. This rule is sacred, yet it leads to maddening paradoxes in the context of time travel. The grandfather paradox, where one travels back in time and prevents their own grandfather's meeting, creates a logical contradiction. Cosmic amnesia resolves this with brutal elegance. The past is fixed, a hardened record of information that has been actualized. But the future is a sea of decaying potential. A time machine, therefore, could theoretically visit the past, a read-only file, but it could never travel to a definite future because no such thing exists to be traveled to. Any attempt would land you in a probabilistic void of uncollapsed states, a realm of pure potential that the universe has not yet been forced to commit to. The law of cosmic amnesia acts as the ultimate paradox shield, ensuring the integrity of the timeline by making the future an inaccessible, unwritten territory. This concept strikes even deeper, right at the heart of the greatest mystery in quantum mechanics, the measurement problem. For nearly a century, we have grappled with why a quantum system, existing in a superposition of multiple states at once, collapses into a single definite reality the moment we observe it. The Copenhagen interpretation says the act of measurement forces the choice. The many worlds interpretation suggests all possibilities happen in parallel universes. Cosmic amnesia proposes a third path, one that is both more economical and more profound. In this view, the superposition isn't just a mathematical tool, it's the universe's memory of its potential futures. The electron isn't in two places at once. It represents two potential paths forward, both held in a fragile temporary informational state. The collapse is not caused by our consciousness, but by the relentless pressure of the present moment. It is the point where the law of cosmic amnesia forces the universe to discard redundant future information and actualize one outcome. The measurement isn't creating reality, it is simply witnessing the moment the universe is forced to forget its other options. This provides a physical mechanism for the collapse, rooting it in information theory and the proposed limitations of space-time itself. The implications for our own existence are seismic. The long-running debate over free will versus determinism is entirely reframed. If the universe is a deterministic clock, then our feeling of choice is a sophisticated illusion. Our every thought, our every action was set in motion 13.8 billion years ago. But in a universe governed by cosmic amnesia, determinism is impossible. The future is not just unknown, it is unknowable because it is un. This doesn't automatically grant us libertarian free will, but it carves out a physical space where genuine novelty can emerge. Our brains, as complex quantum systems, are not merely retrieving a pre-calculated future. They are participating in the same probabilistic improvisational process as the rest of the cosmos. The choice you make in the next second is not the inevitable result of a causal chain, but your own local resolution of the quantum fog of potential. This would mean that consciousness is not a passive observer of a cosmic movie, but an active participant in the writing of the script, moment by agonizing moment. The universe's forgetfulness is the very source of our freedom. It is the engine of cosmic creativity, forcing innovation by preventing the future from becoming a rerun of the past. Every star that goes supernova, every life form that evolves, does so because the universe didn't have a preordained plan. It had to try something new. We are not cogs in a great machine, but fleeting thoughts in the mind of a cosmos that is perpetually making itself up anew. This is the ultimate gift of cosmic amnesia, a universe not of cold, sterile certainty, but one of infinite, terrifying, and beautiful possibility.